Okay, so now we're going to go check out the Muskegon Heritage Museum and see the things that are made in Muskegon. Keep in mind that this museum is only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 11 till 4. Here is a cool picture of looking outside of a door of the downtown area. Upon entering the museum, the first thing you're going to see is a bunch of pictures. You're looking at those pictures now. I'm just going to let them kind of speak for themselves. Some of them are labeled, as you can see. And I did want to let you know that there is a motorcycle festival that is currently going on downtown. So if you happen to hear rumblings of motorcycles, that is what that is. Okay, we're in the Muskegon Museum here. And this is the Shaw Walker area. My dad had worked for Shaw Walker. They build office, like file cabinets, chairs, desks, that kind of thing.
The products are thoroughly inspected and finished before being shipped to customers all over the world. We're the world's leading producer of blades and vanes made of advanced superalloys for the high temperature environments of jet engines and industrial gas turbines. In the lost wax process, an injection die that is the exact opposite of the cartridge produced and sealed with a specially formulated wax. Once injection is completed, the operator can remove the wax pad and trims any excess wax before an X-ray inspection. Setting
That's a wax. It's a wax Boeing engine. This is the paper mill that used to be in Muskegon and is now no longer. Unfortunately, a lot of these places are no longer. But when you used to go by that factory, you could smell paper. There's kind of a stinky smell. This is another place that my dad had worked at, and it is Bennett Pump Company, gasoline pumps. And these are some pretty cool pumps. As a matter of fact, at California Adventure, at Disneyland, they do have one of these, at least one of these pumps inside of Flo's. But very cool.
And he'd say, okay, well, we'll just go for a little ride. And I'll just pass along and look at an ice cream cone and blah, blah. And then he'd see a curve. And it's like, come on. We have to go around it like finally. And so, 2 times. One time we had a horse us almost did it. Got by the double J ran too long. I remember right where it was. And other time, a giant orange.
Okay, this is Heritage Printing Company. You can see the old printing presses and typesets and all that. Pretty cool. The old phone over there. Here's an old player piano. Player pianos are very cool. Obviously, if they do what they say, they play music by themselves.
Here. And here. And then and down here. That on too. And then tempo is 90, which is where it's at, I think. Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Then, oops, sorry. I didn't. then you get your exercise.
Yeah?
When it goes over here,
Uh-huh.
that's what tells it what to do. That is fascinating. Here are BB violins, 1909 to 1926. All of this stuff is made in Muskegon. Now Muskegon is known for, well, actually over here, here's the Chase Hackley Piano Company. So I was just showing you the piano there. But anyways, Muskegon got started being in the lumber industry, and that's what we're heading into here. Wow, this is pretty neat. However, this is Continental Motors. There's the Continental plant. They built aircraft motors, and my grandpa worked there, so that's pretty cool. See, Continental aircraft engine. So apparently they built boat engines as well. Wow, this is pretty fascinating, these motors. Huge. And of course they helped out World War II. Here's a little tank. And they had Continental engines in those as well. But here is what I was talking about. Here is all the logging stuff. So Muskegon's first major industry. The old saws and everything, and you know, it takes a couple people to saw a huge tree, and pretty fascinating. Just all the equipment and stuff, and manually done. So Muskegon, Michigan, if I haven't mentioned already, is where I was born, and I love coming back here. This is Elijah McCoy, automatic engine oiler. This is the E.L. Sheldon Company, Laboratory, Home Economics, and Vocational Furniture, Muskegon, Michigan. But here's like a little model of some of the things.
pretty cool. We got some planers, woodworking equipment. Here's a bench, woodworking bench. Here's some of their furniture. Muskegon, Michigan. Yeah, Muskegon used to be booming town, and it's kind of coming back, I guess, but not the same as what it used to.
We just got this machine in. It's a wood fabrication machine, and it's as wonky as it looks.
Uh-huh.
You can set it up to run, to make these things. You know,
Okay.
certain corners, I don't even know what that is, but whatever it is, it makes that.
Okay.
And you put wood stock in one end, probably here, and you could set the machine for different specifications.
Uh-huh.
Set it and let the wood run through, and it comes out the shape you want at the other end on here. And amazing variety of sizes and types of wood and everything. This is really an old time. It's
Wow.
probably, well, 1906 was the patent. So I mean, it's, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of skilled labor in just setting these up to do a job, over and above just the running of it. So I wouldn't know where to start with it.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is fairly new. In fact, I forget where we got it. Now, we go upstairs, take the elevator to the 3rd floor. That's the top floor. A little
Okay.
warm up there. Our air conditioner decided to go off.
Oh, okay.
But there's all kinds of neat stuff from the Occidental Hotel, from Seal Power.
See, my dad, he had his own radio and TV shop.
Oh, he did?
I don't know how long you've been here.
I've been here 40 years.
Oh, okay. So we left in 66.
Okay, I came in
But
60.
it was when it used to be called M20.
Yeah.
M120.
Yeah.
Well, he had Horton's radio and TV
Oh,
service there.
I think I've even heard of it.
When TVs first came out,
Uh-huh.
he went and started his own business.
Oh, that was, he was a man for
Yeah,
the
so what I
time.
was going to tell you is that he told me he put an antenna up on the Occidental Hotel.
Is
yeah,
that right?
Yeah.
Of course, that
So-
came down in 74. I watched it come down.
Yeah.
There was dust around town, plaster dust, for weeks after.
Oh, is that
the
right?
streets were
When
just
they-
coated white.
Yeah.
So
Because they
anyway-
built the mall there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good. Go to the 3rd floor first.
So Colby got a spring. Show the spring. We are in an elevator. We're going to the 3rd floor. The guy that was gave us that advice to go there first. City Group. Oh, General Motors parts. They've got all different Ford, General Motors, even foreign ones too. Ford Ranger, Harrier. These are 2019. They must still be in business then. Huh. Oh, this is a snowmobile over here. That's Polaris. It is warmer up here. Kuman store, red and white food stores. They give S&H green stamps is what it says over here. So we'll go in here and see what this is all about. Old looking store. Port City paint. See Detroit. Cool. Kuman and 6th and Hackley. Muskegon. Oh, this is from Muskegon Heights. And if you don't know it, Gerber Baby Food is made in Fremont, Michigan. A lot of things, at least used to be made in Michigan. Kellogg's, that's Battle Creek, Michigan. Just telling the ones that I do know. Peter Eckridge and Son Meat Company. Hathaway Lodge, boarding house for men. Oh, sealed power. That's Muskegon stuff for cars. Yeah, old desks. It's these. This one here is 1905 to 1929. This one goes back even further, 1890 to 1911, and it was made. These are all made in Muskegon. Pretty cool. Occidental Hotel. This is where my dad had put a big my dad had put a big TV antenna on top of this hotel, but in later years they imploded it and to make way for a mall, and unfortunately that mall is gone now, but it's on the same street where we're at. They've kept a couple buildings from the mall because when they made the mall they capped it and kept buildings inside, which was kind of a cool idea. Some people never liked the mall, but I liked it better than how the downtown looks now. So this is all Occidental Hotel. There's a brick, I'm assuming, barber chair from the Occidental Hotel. Look at that old sign. That's cool. Old barber pole. This is the Van Voorthuizen and Sons Ironworks. Hopefully I said that right. So here's just old, probably kind of like a blacksmith type thing, maybe. Make ornamental iron, it says, so pretty cool. Muskegon businesses, Pine Street Furniture. There's a Brunswick hat in there. Old map, Muskegon, kind of cartoon one. Sanitary dairy is around here. All these. The Walker's Muskegon chocolates. This is a very interesting museum. Of course, I was born here, so and my family has a lot of history here, so of course I'm going to be maybe more interested than others, but I really like this. This is a very interesting museum. So if you get a chance and you're in Muskegon, Michigan, make sure you do check it out. Land and measuring tools, surveying, just kind of go fast over those. Sanborn maps, weight and measure, it says up there. There's an old scale, some more precision measuring devices. Here's the Hotel Muskegon. I remember seeing that before. So, very interesting. Wasserman's Flowers and Gifts. Here's Sanitary Dairy. This is a cool little truck. Old milk trucks when they used to deliver them to your house. Muskegon made a lot of things. And they claim that Chicago was built by Muskegon because of all the lumber that came from here to build Chicago was shipped over there. Okay, now we're going to go downstairs to the second floor. We were told to start at the third and work our way back down. There's telephones and telephone lines, old phones. Oh, an old telephone booth that used to be everywhere when I was a kid, and you never see them anymore. So, pretty cool. I don't know if you can. Sports equipment, toys, and games made in Muskegon. Carom boards are made in Muskegon, which I don't know if that's what these go to, or I don't know. That says Muskegon Heights on it. These little skis, the surfer, I think it's kind of like a snowboard is today. And they have Raggedy Ann handmade dolls. Now these are cool. These are plastic bicycles that were used to be made in Muskegon. Pretty futuristic. I'm sure these are worth quite a bit of money if you had one. There's manhole covers. Oh yeah, there's a little model of the bike. Bowden Spacelander. It's a Bowden Spacelander bicycles. What's this plastic? Now, the guy that was telling us about this, he said this is a picture of some guys around one of these bikes, and in later years, the same guys in this museum. Here you can read a little bit about it. You can stop the video if you want to read it. So now this is in Muskegon. They have sealed power, the Muskegon Piston Ring Capital. And here's your piston rings, made in Muskegon. So anyways, here's this guy with a trophy, the sealed power lady, and world's finest piston rings. Huh. Hey, there's like a slinky. The famous toy is really a stack of oil rings. The rings are made from a straight piece of wire that is coiled, then cut down. The stack is made the individual oil rings. The story is that the stack of oil rings fell off a table and began to walk across the floor. It would go down the stairs too because of accidental fall at Sealed Power in Muskegon. A clever toy was created. Wow, that's pretty neat. That's a pretty neat story. All right. There's another room. Caden bearings. It's a lot of automotive stuff and airplane. There's an old picture. It's kind of got a glare there. Of the building. Medium range. This is advanced medium range air-to-air missile. Glass nose cone. Huh. Here's a gasoline pump by the U.S. company is U.S. Gas Machine Company. Austin Machines. And this is Morton Manufacturing. If you care to read about it, you can pause the video and see that. These are the Morton people. There's a cool machine. It says a bridge mill. So here's a time clock for this company here. Huh. I'm gonna go out this way. Howe truck handle. Howie, however you say it. Henry Motor Car Company, Muskegon, Michigan. So here you can read about the Henry Automobile Company, made in Muskegon, Michigan, 1909 to 1912. There's a little insignia, whether that was off of a car maybe. And if you've ever heard of Clark, like buffers and that kind of thing, vacuum cleaners and all that, they were made in Muskegon as well. At least at one time. I don't know if they still exist or not. C.W. Marsh. Mechanical packings for hydraulic and pneumatic systems. That's kind of what's over here. Okay, Norge was made in Muskegon. Of course, all this stuff was. And that's what this museum is all about. So this is Norge, and they were made in Muskegon. Refrigerators and looks like stoves. Maybe is this a washing machine? Yeah. A wringer, old-time wringer. There's a sign there. The Alaska Refrigerator Company. They are also Alaska Refrigerator. These are, I think these are like ice box maybe at the time, but old, very old things made in Muskegon. No. From an ice house. Look at that block of ice coming out. Mona Lake delivery trucks. Look at all those trucks. Colby, look at all these trucks. Those old trucks. Huh? Superior Cabinet Furniture, Muskegon. Here's the Brunswick record player, phonograph as they call it. Wow. A wheelchair, invalid chair. Here's another Brunswick phonograph. So cool. And here's a bigger one. Up here. And Brunswick radio. Back when they had tubes in the radios. Circa 1926. This is the Fitzjohn Coach Company. There's a cool looking model of a bus, a wood bus. Well, there's the insignia there. That's pretty cool. And here's a picture of what one looks like. Here's the Amazon building, which they have. It's the knitting mill. And if you want to read this, you can pause your video if you can see it. But that building still exists. It might be condos or something now, but it looks like that. So that's pretty cool. Actually, it's right there. It's right outside there. You can see it. So there's the Amazon building. Still says Amazon on the sign, but I think they turned them into condos instead of a factory. I like it when they do stuff like that and still keep the building. It's just a Amazon knitting company. Is that stretch socks? This this museum is huge. The Blakely detachable rowboat motor. And then, you know, there's a lot of ships and stuff that come in on Lake Michigan. Ships in port. You get some pretty good size ships. Here's a model of ships. City of Milwaukee. They have boats, I believe, or ships that go across to Milwaukee. Because you've got Wisconsin, you've got Illinois on the other side of Lake Michigan. Some fishing lures. Here's a kayak, I guess. Mac Bay Boat Company. This is from Muskegon Heights. So this is BC Cob Plant, and there used to be, up until really recently, although it's not shown here, but it had big smokestacks, and they've knocked those down. There might be part of one, or part of it still around. There's what I'm talking about. But you always used to see that around here, and now they've torn it down. It's like a transformer. Celery farms in Muskegon. Didn't know that. But they do have farms around here. People grow their own stuff. It looks like in their model that right here would be where the big smokestack would have been. And they took it out of the model. Looks like. Here's a Chase Brothers piano. If you hear motorcycles, that's because they have a motorcycle event going on outside. It's mainly just that piano. This just has books about Muskegon in here. This is the Muskegon Boiler Works. Cool old gauge.
That way. Like that. Here, let me show you what I'll do. All right. Let me get behind you. Look at that. I've never done this. Oh! Hold it, and then you can decide what you want to do with it. So put a little. Next time we're Liam. I'll get out of the way. All right, put your hand up there. Let it roll down the hill. Stay here, don't go anywhere. That's good.
red button, hold it up, and the balls just go automatic. Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
There you go.
Sorry. Once in a while, I have to go to
Well, that's my front wing. Right down the middle.
Oh, okay.
Front wing put in light sensors.
Yeah, all right.
So when the ball went across it after 3 seconds, it was cycling it.
Uh-huh.
So it didn't depend on the ball hitting the thing back,
I
because
see.
if you knock a bunch of pins down,
Yeah, the ball might not get there real quick.
well, I might not get there.
Yeah, at all.
With
Yeah,
any speed.
right. You know, we ought to have a bowl among the first where and whoever scores the most
Buy
gets a-
lunch. So I have to buy
has to
lunch.
buy lunch. Okay.
Well, that's why sometimes I'll do this, and then
Yeah, that is better. Better than I did.
Hey Dan, going back, that's how the ball goes and how the pins go back. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, the mechanics are amazing. This guy, that's pretty cool.